Hello and welcome to Soar from Within. My name is Bannie Sadigh. I'm a master neurolinguistic programmer, a hypnotherapist, life and success coach, a relationship coach, and an energy healer. Some of you might ask, what is a neurolinguistic programming? It's a form of a therapy that we mainly concentrate on subconscious mind and how we talk to ourselves and we are programming our mind in order to achieve what it is that we want in life. So in other words, it's the language to our mind. I'm also the co-founder of Wheel of Wellbeing, which is a holistic integrated method of mind, body, and spirit healing. Welcome again, and I am really, truly honored to be with you for the next hour. This is your program. And together, I want to have a platform that is safe and secure for us to dig deep within ourselves and find what it is and why is it the things that we do and why we get the results that we want. Why some people have it so much easier in getting what they want and some people struggle. What is it that we're doing right and we are struggling with? And I truly believe that each one of us has unlimited potential to achieve what it is that they want, to achieve higher and to be the best version of themselves that they can be. So, how do we get there? And again, each of us is whole, complete, and we do have that power. But how do we get it? What is it stopping us? And why is it that some people are not able to get to where they want and they feel stagnant? They feel like no matter how much work and energy they put into achieving their dreams, there is something stopping them. The motivation is there, the urge to do the work is there, but there is still something not quite aligned, and we are not getting to where we want to. But before we start, I want to ask you that this is your platform. This is your hour. So if you have any questions, if you have anything that you want to talk about, if there are any topics that you want me to discuss, please do send me an email and let me know that how I can be more of a service to you. You can send your request to admin@wheelofwellbeing.com. And that's admin@wheelofwellbeing.com. Now, before we dive into the mind, that's the topic of today. How our thoughts are sabotaging or moving us forward to what we want to be and who we want to be. The power of our thoughts and how the mind works. Now, before we get into that topic, let's get ourselves a little bit grounded and relaxed. Let's start off by a meditation. So I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to find a quiet place without distraction, and I'm hoping that you're not driving. If you are driving, please pull us to the side so that you can listen to the meditation without endangering yourself or others. And if you're home, just find a quiet place for the next few minutes, and then we get started with a meditation. I'm going to play a nice background music for you from one of my mentors, Michael Stevenson, Transform Destiny, and just make yourself comfortable, sit quietly, and I want to invite you to take a few minutes and dedicate it just to yourself. Face comfortably with your palms facing up. Head right. Begin by putting your attention on your breathing. And and start taking a few deep breaths in, gently and slowly. Inhale deeply into your abdomen and exhale through your mouth until your lungs are completely empty. Focusing on your breath as you inhale and exhale. Take another deep breath in. Gently exhale through your mouth. Inhale, filling. Exhale. Let go of all the stress as you become even more relaxed. Emptying your belly fully, and once again, releasing any remaining stress or worry as you exhale. That's right, letting it all out. And now I want you to imagine yourself in a beautifully magical forest. Feel the softness of the earth under your feet. You hear the crackling sound of the leaves with each footstep. It is a beautiful sunny autumn morning. The sun feels just right on your body. Not too hot and not too cold, just right. And you sense a gentle breeze cleaning your cheeks, the birds singing, and you see the red and golden leaves rustle in the wind. You know, autumn is where Mother Nature decides to go within and shed whatever it doesn't need anymore. Nature does this to make room for the new, letting go of the old and bringing the new. And as you continue to walk, you feel even more rest and at peace. With each step, your mind is more clear and alert. This fresh air is refreshing and revitalizing. Go ahead and take a deep breath in now. That's right. Breathe in the relaxation. Feel it in every cell of your body. Enjoy the relaxation. Take in the magnificent beauty around you. Go ahead and take another deep breath in and take the beauty of your surroundings within you and allow it to spread in every cell of your body. You deserve to be relaxed, calm, and happy. As you continue to walk down the path of this magnificent forest, you hear the sound of a bubbling brook traveling alongside its bed, rumbling oaks and branches. The sun is shimmering over the brook as if liquid gold is dancing and swirling alongside the path. And as you walk closer to the brook, you notice a red leaf lying next to your feet. Go ahead and pick it up and now throw it in the water. As you watch the leaf swirl down the river path, you notice that it occasionally hits the rocks, and it gets entangled in the fallen branches. Yet, the current of the stream eventually releases the leaf, and once again, the leaf floats effortlessly on the water as it floats smoothly down. And now, if there is any stress left inside of you, go ahead and release it into the water and watch it as it swirls down the river to a far, far away place. And I wonder if you know how full of love, compassion, and joy you are. Celebrate the person you are. Life full of potentials, full of resources. You are safe, you are secure, relaxed, calm, and at peace. Breathe in the relaxation and know that you can have this relaxation anytime you want. Just ask your subconscious mind to access it for you. You are a beautiful person and you deserve to be healthy, calm, relaxed, energized, and vibrant. You will take time to take care of your body and mind lovingly. Nothing and no one will interfere with your success because you are worth it. You are worthy of all the good that there is. You are whole, complete, total person. There is void and nothing filled. Enjoy this relaxed moment for a few more seconds. Go ahead, take another deep breath in as you slowly and gently come back to now. And whenever you're ready, open your eyes. Welcome. Now let's go to some music before you get yourself situated again for us to start talking about how the mind works and why we do the things we do. Take care and talk to you in a few minutes. Welcome back. How was that for you? I hope that you got to relax for a few minutes. I know that we're going through some stressful time, uncertainty, and a lot of us are having a lot of negative emotion and complex emotions coming up for me. So for us. So I hope that that short meditation, mini hypnosis helped you to relax a little bit more. Now, we're talking about the mind and our thoughts. Let's compare our mind to the most sophisticated man made machine, the computer. Now, the average computer can hold about 250,000 pictures, 20,000 songs, 1,000 full time videos, and a lot more in something smaller than our finger. Now, let's compare this to our mind. Our mind can operate 10 quadrillion tasks per second without us even knowing it. Now, I want you to ask yourself, what is making your blood pump so perfectly with the same, with exact same pressure that it needs to keep us healthy? What is making our heart beat at that exact number to keep us healthy? Are you consciously commanding your body to or to your heart to beat every second? What is keeping our body temperature at a normal temperature so that we are staying healthy and alive? How there are 60 trillion cells in our body that are being harmonized and working in complete synchronicity in order for us to walk, to talk, to think, to breathe, and to be alive. How is that possible? What is responsible for that? Now, what is happening to our memories? As a child, where are those memories stored? Do they get deleted once they are done? If I ask you what was the color of your first car, you can probably remember it. But where was that stored? You don't consciously walk around holding all that information. You see, we all know that we have a conscious mind. And the conscious mind is that part of our mind that is responsible for logic, it's critical, it's decision making, it's telling us this is good, this is bad, this is what we need to do. Yet there is a huge part of our mind that we don't take into consideration. Most of us don't actually. So if you imagine a pie, a pizza pie, 99.9% of this pie is our subconscious mind, and that one sliver of the slice is our conscious mind. It's been scientifically proven that the conscious mind makes up 0.006% of our mind. The subconscious mind, again, however, makes up 99.994% of our mind. Think about that for a second. This is amazingly huge. Most of our mind is at conscious level. And the key to everything we believe, everything we do, everything we feel lies at the subconscious level. And what most aware of the conscious mind, but not conscious mind. As powerful as the subconscious is, and we're going to go over the things that subconscious mind is responsible for, there is one thing that the subconscious mind cannot do. Our subconscious mind cannot differentiate between reality and fantasy. In other words, when you think about something, The subconscious mind thinks of it as being real. How crazy is that? Now, imagine this when you have nightmares. You wake up in the middle of the night and your palms are sweaty, your heart is pounding, you are shaking, you are anxious beyond belief. And why is that? You know that the nightmare happened in your mind. It didn't really happen out in reality. You were not in danger, in real danger. So what happens in the body? There was a study done with very famous athlete, a skier actually, and the doctor had some device to onto his chest to measure the uh, and what is your in his body was contract as if he was really skiing. These are all really crazy when you think about how our mind is programmed. Even when we are putting on these virtual reality glasses on and we are either skiing or driving, the body responds to it. It is really, really real. Subconscious mind can say when the many done that one group were given medication for a certain illness and some medication given a placebo pill led to believe that this is the medication they need for them to get well. That's only that the mind believed it will work. Interesting as this is, the opposite of this is also we often think about an illness. We keep ruminating in our head that I'm going to get this illness or I'm going to get that illness. And guess what? The illness gets created in our body and we get the illness. Why is that? The mind, the subconscious mind, cannot distinguish between real and fantasy. Whatever you believe to be true in your subconscious mind becomes your reality. Our thoughts are that powerful. They're responsible for all that happens and doesn't happen in your life. Let's take a break and then we'll go back and dive deeper into now that we know how the mind works, how can we make it work so that it is into our benefit and we can get Hello and welcome back. So I think we had some technical difficulty in the last few minutes of my talk. We were talking about the mind and specifically the subconscious mind and how our subconscious mind is responsible for our happiness or lack of happiness. Because whatever we believe and hold to be true in our subconscious mind becomes our reality. Our thoughts are responsible for all that happens and doesn't happen in our reality, in our life. And one of our most predominant thoughts influences our behaviors. It affects our attitudes and it controls our actions and reactions or responses. Thoughts are that powerful. They literally create our reality. Now, and they also have frequencies. Thoughts have energies. When we feed our mind with negativity, the frequency that we're putting out is a negative frequency. And the more negativity we put out there, by law of attraction, we are receiving more of the negativity. On the same token, if we put positive thoughts, good thoughts, kindness, compassion into our life, that is what we receive in return. So, again, thoughts have energy, and the same energy that we put out, we receive. Negativity receives negativity, positivity receives positivity. Now, let me give you an example. Imagine that we have two pots, empty pots. We get some soil and then we buy some seeds, the most beautiful seed of, let's say, a rose, and then we put the seed in in the pot, and we put um, the soil on top of it. We give it fertilizer, and in the second pot, we plant some weed or some not something that is not as nice as something that grows on its own. Does the pot care what we put in it? Does the soil care what kind of a seed we put in it? And we tend to these pots the same way. We allow the same sunlight to hit both pots. We water them equally. We compassionately talk to the pots and talk to the seed as they start growing. And guess what? The pot that had the most beautiful seed will grow and bloom into having the most beautiful flower, the rose. And the second pot that was planted as a weed is going to grow and bring weed into its flourish. So it doesn't matter what you give, what you put into your mind, whatever it is. If it's negative, it will produce more negativity. If it's positive, it will manifest positivity. Same with the pot. The pot doesn't matter. It doesn't care what you put in it. Whatever you put in it, it will grow and it will manifest into reality. And our thoughts become real by how much attention we give them. Everything we perceive in the physical world had its origin in the invisible ones, the thoughts. We can determine whether we live in peace or harmony, or in joy or misery, in calmness or in stress. We become actually masters of our destiny just by what we put into our thoughts. And the easiest way to change our life and to become more proactive with how we create our life is to change our thoughts. Now, limiting beliefs or the negative thoughts that we give into our head, where do they come from? Where did they come from? You see, from the very early age, we were programmed and we listened to our caregivers, whether they were our parents, teachers, media, whoever they were that were close to us, fed us some beliefs. You are shy. You're no good. You are lazy. You are fat. You can't. You're clumsy. Whatever it is, I am sure that all of us have a lot of these negative beliefs and negative thoughts that were instilled in us from our childhood by our parents, by our caregivers, by our teacher. And the more we heard these sayings, we made them believe to be true. Now, I want to invite you to revisit all of these limiting beliefs because they were not your beliefs. Someone else told you that you are not good enough. Someone else told you that you are lazy, you are clumsy, you are stupid. Whatever that was, they were not your beliefs. But because they were told to you so many times and over so many years, it became part of our reality and we believed it to be true. I want to invite you to really think about what limiting beliefs are holding you back. What limiting beliefs are not allowing you to be that magnificent person that you can be. Think about that for a second when we go to a brief music break and then we come back to close up. Hello and welcome back. So, we were talking about the mind and how powerful our thoughts is and how we feed our mind, the way that we feed our mind actually makes our reality. Now, we talked about the subconscious mind and how it doesn't differentiate between real and fantasy. Another thing that the subconscious mind does, it wants to serve us. It is a faithful servant. Whatever we told it to tell it to do, it will do. Think about it this way. Uh, when I lost my train of thought. So we tell our subconscious mind what to do, and the subconscious mind does it. We become the CEO of our mind, and the subconscious mind becomes the employee. So whatever the CEO of the company tells its employees to do, they do. It's the same way with us. Whatever we tell the subconscious mind to do, it does. So I know a lot of us ruminate on the negative and we just focus on the problem rather than the solution. I want to invite you, whenever that the negative thoughts come in, reframe it. Consciously be aware of how many times or how often the negative thoughts come through. And every time that they come, see if you can reframe or switch it into something positive. Now, another thing that the subconscious mind does or doesn't, it does not process negative. So when you tell your mind that I don't want to be poor, I don't want to be fat, I don't want to be miserable, I don't want to be X, Y, and Z, the subconscious mind literally deletes the negative, the don't, and provides more of that you are not wanting. Let me give you an example. All of you sitting listening to the sound of my voice, whatever you do, please do not think of a blue tree. Do not think of a blue tree. Now, please, whatever you do, I don't want you to think about a blue tree. What just happened in your mind? I bet that for almost all of you, you thought about a blue tree. See, the subconscious mind works in very mysterious way. For the subconscious mind to understand our spoken words, it needs to make an image, a sound, a feeling, or smell or taste in order to understand what we are telling it. The subconscious mind literally doesn't understand the spoken words unless it has an image, unless it has a sound associated with it, unless it has a feeling attached to it. So anytime that you say that you don't want something, you're actually not knowingly manifesting what that is that you don't want into your life. So a lot of times, most of us are programmed to say what it is that we don't want. When we are asked that what is it that we want, we usually go into saying, well, I don't want that crappy job anymore. I don't want to be in a miserable relationship. I don't want this. I don't want that. Yet once we ask that what it is that you want, people get stuck. People get really not sure of what it is that they want. So another action plan that I have for you today is to really think about what it is that you want. Imagine this. You're going to a restaurant. All of us want to go to a restaurant now. Imagine once we are allowed back into going to a restaurant. You sit, you have the menu in front of you, and the waiter or waitress comes and says, "May I get your order?" And you tell them, "Well, I don't definitely want the soup, I don't want the steak, and I really don't think I want the fish." What do you think the response of the waiter or the waitress is to you? "I will come back when you know what you want." This is the same principle in the universe. The universe, the law of attraction, definitely provides for you with the one expectation that for you to know what it is that you want. When you know what it is that you want, then the universe starts manifesting that for you. Now, there is a misunderstanding about law of attraction. People think that just by wanting it and declaring it, magically, miraculously from the universe, that which you want is provided for you. That's not how it works. First of all, the conscious mind and the subconscious mind need to be aligned with your values. They need to both be on the same page as that is what you want is good for you. The subconscious mind and the subconscious mind both are aligned and working together to get the thing that you want. There is another caveat in this. We need to take action. Without action, all of our wants and desires are just a dream. No matter how much declaration, how much affirmation, how much we sit and we uh, demand, pray for something to manifest into our lives, until we take action, nothing of significance will manifest into our lives. Let's go. I don't know how much time we have, but let's get into a music break and then we come back and close our week session. Okay, now let's recap. In order for the mind or for our subconscious mind to manifest what it is that we want, we said that the subconscious mind and the conscious mind need to be aligned. What that means is that the subconscious mind needs to believe it to be true. It needs to believe that you are worthy of that. If there is any part of you in the subconscious mind that believes you're not worthy, you're not deserving, you're not lovable, you're not competent, you're not capable of achieving X, Y, and Z, there is no amount of wishing, desiring, praying, or wanting something to manifest. So, first and foremost, we need to get rid of the limiting beliefs that we hold to be true, and then aligning the subconscious mind and the conscious mind in order for us to achieve what we want to achieve. The subconscious mind kind of works like a railroad track. When the train is put on a track, it goes to wherever it's programmed to do. Now, it doesn't have a steering wheel to change course. The only way you can get the train to change course is to switch it to a new track. So goes our mind. Anytime that you are thinking of a negative, or if you think that you're not good enough, anytime that a limiting beliefs comes up, switch it to something positive. Now, here I'm going to give you an example on how to use your thoughts into knowing what you want. First and foremost, know what you want. Second, concentrate on the thing that you want rather than that what you don't want. Focus on the solution rather than the problem. Visualize achieving it. Imagining it as if, remember in the beginning of the conversation we said that the subconscious mind doesn't distinguish between real and fantasy. So when you visualize it, step out of your body, kind of like a third person. Look at yourself looking into that image. See what you see, hear what you hear, and feel what you feel. What is it that you are seeing? Who is there with you to celebrate with you? What is the feeling that you are getting? Now, once you have a picture of that visualization, I want you to go ahead and make that picture in your mind's eye bigger, brighter. Make it, if it's a still, make it a movie. Make it however it's more exciting, more motivational for you. If Make it so that it brings inspiration to you. When you see that visualization, it gives you a very good feeling of accomplishment. Now, do this visualization for every goal or outcome that you want to achieve. I would suggest daily see that visualization, hear it, feel it, and make it so much bigger and exciting, inspirational, motivational, so that it inspires you to take action towards your goals. Now, another way that we can manifest what it is that we want and more positivity into our lives is to talk kindly, positively, compassionately to ourselves and to others. A lot of times we talk really negatively in our own head to ourselves. So every time that you hear that negative chatter, please, please, you are worthy, you are beautiful, you are magnificent, you are everything that you need to accomplish what you want to do. Believe in yourself and switch the negative thoughts and switch the negative talks to positive. I think we are out of time, if I'm not mistaken. It was really, really nice to spend an hour, almost an hour with you, talking about how the mind works. I know we went through a lot of information. A lot of information was thrown at you, and it might get a little bit confusing as what exactly needs to happen for you to get the things that you want in life. So if there's any part of today's conversation that is not clear, that is a little bit confusing, or it's not feeling right with you, I would invite you to send me an email. Shoot me an email, let me know your concerns, let me know your questions, and I'll be sure to answer them next time when we meet, Fridays at 4 o'clock. And if you have a minute, I'm going to invite you to go to wheelofwellbeing.com, wheel like the wheel of the car, wheelofwellbeing.com, and take a very short and free quiz on how balanced your life is. There's a wheel test with 8 spokes of our lives, and it takes about 4 or 5 minutes, maybe not even 5 minutes. And then once you're done with the test, it will give you a visualization on how your wheel of life looks like and what areas you're putting too much attention to and what areas are being neglected. And then once you're completed with the test, you'll immediately get some responses on how to manage all 8 aspects of your life and have a balanced lifestyle. There's also another option for you to become Real Select member and get tons of products, hypnotherapy, audios, 21-day challenge to be a happier you, Dr. Sadigh's audiobook, many breathing exercises, tons of goodies there for you. So I invite you to go and take a look, wheelofwellbeing.com, and I will talk to you next Friday at 4 o'clock. Till then, stay well, stay healthy, and stay positive.